Hey, y'all, what can I say? We got another OG in the building. So, taking a look at the box, y'all should already know what these are. We got the black lid, red Jumpman, flight in white. We got the cement print on the bottom to complete the box. And yeah, let me just take a moment to say that they went true to the original style box, which I'm already loving. But label does read Air Jordan 4 Retro Grade School colorway is off-white military blue. And of course, this is a size 6. Now, as I pop open this lid, nothing too crazy. Don't got my receipt paper, had to get it emailed to me. But we do got this white cement print paper. And we got the shoes, yeah. We got the shoes. Now, I'll be honest, y'all, this is my retail pair. I did have these since release day, but your boy been busy. I had a lot going on. But with that being said, we got the Air Jordan 4 Military Blues, man. A true iconic, classic, OG colorway, man. Absolutely beautiful, man. Now, they're giving them this new nickname, Industrial Blue. I'm not sure as to why they're giving them that new nickname because the original nickname is the Air Jordan 4 Military Blues. And y'all know me, I'm OG over everything. So that's the name that I'm going to stick with. But of course, y'all know this is one of the 4 original colorways from 1989. That was the only colorway that did not touch the hardwood floor because it didn't comply with the uniform of the Chicago Bulls. But that does not take away the fact that it is still an OG. It is still a classic, iconic silhouette. And man, this once again is a beautiful colorway in my opinion, man. But let's go ahead and break down the shoe, yeah. So first and foremost, as we see on the toe cap of the shoe, we do have this nubuck, and it is in that neutral gray colorway. Now it does kind of have that slap on, slap off effect on the toe cap area. As we make our way to the upper, this entire upper is consistent of that off white leather, of course, as you guys can see. Now I know most people might complain about the leather on these, and honestly, yeah, this is the same kind of leather that they gave us on the 2024 pair of the Air Jordan 9 Powder Blues. And honestly, I could work with this. I could work with this. Now, although the leather is more so on the stiff side, I feel like that might be able, you might be able to break these in after a few wears, of course. I mean, it might not be as comfortable since the leather is on the stiff side, but nonetheless, I'm still here for it, man. I mean, everything can't be true to OG, like every single detail, but do got that off-white leather on the upper. As we make our way to the lacing area, we do on the bottom portion have the white cage system, of course, with the breathable mesh underneath and that military blue colorway as well. And it is also seen on the bases of the shoe on each lateral side, as you guys can see. Then as we make our way more up, we do have these standard white laces, of course. Then on the top of the tongue, we do have more of that off-white stiff leather, of course. We do have the pouch right here. Then we do have the military blue Jumpman, and of course the flight in black. And this is more so like an off-white patch. It does have kind of like a sleek shine to it. Now, one thing that I do love about this particular pair is that Jordan brand decided to go true to OG on the tongue. They decided to slim the tongue down on these the same as it did on the 1989s compared to the Air Jordan 4 Brand Reimagines, as to where those kind of had like a fatter, thicker tongue like the SB4. So I'm loving that small detail right here that they did with the tongue, man. The small details like that that just keep it true to OG, y'all. But as we keep it going, you guys see we do have this visible Nike Air hang tag, of course, and it is see-through, of course, in that orange colorway. Now, this is something that the OGs did have. Now, they do have more of like this plastic clip I low key wish they would have came with like the little keychain, but this is an OG effect that the OGs did have, of course. And let me say first and foremost that Jordan Brand, you guys have been doing a great job as far as giving grade school the hang tags. Kind of wish we would have got it on the Air Jordan 3 white cement reimagined, but listen, yeah, still a dope shoe in my opinion. Also, we do have these military blue eyelets. Now, these are kind of like a plastic rubber, of course. Then we do have our white wing flaps, of course, and those are also in that rubber plastic. Now, I did mention in the Reimagine video that I wish that Jordan Brand would have gave us that hard plastic like they did back in the day. But y'all know I'm not the one to complain because, man, overall, the shoe is still fire to me nonetheless. But as we make our way to the hill, this is where the iconic moment starts because we got the Nike Air in white, something we haven't seen since the original release back in 1989. Because y'all know the '06 version and the 2012 version both had the Jumpman on the back. So this is the first time we are seeing the Nike Air since the original release, man. And I'm absolutely happy for that, man. It's just a nostalgic feel, man. Something about that Nike Air. But we do have military blue going throughout the heel as well. We do have the heel flap. Now, I will say that this heel flap, it isn't as flimsy as the SB4s, you know. Now, as we make our way to the inside of the shoe, first and foremost, they hit us with this white sock liner right here, as you guys can see. And of course, y'all know the white sock liner tends to get a bit dirty, but nonetheless, as we make our way to the back of the tongue, they hit us with this military blue cushioning. We do have the Air Jordan with the white pouch on the back of the tongue upside down. And I did mention to you guys, fun fact, that that is the way people used to read the Air Jordan when they flip the tongue over. So if you didn't know, now you know. But guys, we do have an all military blue insole with that white Nike Air in there, and of course my sizing tag. Now do note that this does have that 1989 insole liner, of course, and do note that this insole is a Dream Cell insole, which is also featured on the 2024 pair of the Air Jordan 9 Powder Blues. So do keep that in mind. Now, I wish they would have went with a more polyurethane insole, kind of like the Bread 4s did. I feel like it would have gave it a more comfortable feel, in my opinion. But do take note of that, of course. But nonetheless, the shoe is still dope. And also, we do have the size and tag, the manufacturing date on the inside ankle collar of the shoe. Now on the OGs, it was more so inside the shoe. So I mean, they tried to keep it true to OG with that aspect right there, of course, man. But I'm still absolutely loving the shoe. Now, as we make our way to the midsole, we do have some hints of military blue and white going around the entire midsole, of course, as you guys can see. Then we do have this visible bubble unit right there, of course. Now do note that this midsole is consistent of polyurethane. So it is a polyurethane midsole, but the comfort won't be there as much as the SB4s. And then to finish things off, guys, we do have an rubberized outsole, of course, with hints of blue, hints of white, and hints of that neutral gray on the outsole. Now, do note that my outsole has a white Jumpman, and that is simply because this is a grade school pair. I know the men's pair did have the Nike on the outsole, but grade school is going to differ from the men's pair. So do keep that in mind, guys. Also with my font on the back. But nonetheless, this also features herringbone traction system on the outsole as well. One of the first Air Jordans to ever feature that herringbone traction system on the outsole. As you guys can see, it goes throughout the entire out. So, man, but nonetheless, guys, I absolutely love these. I absolutely love these. And let me say first and foremost that although the upper is consistent of all leather, it does have more of a polyurethane coat, which gives it more of that puffier, thicker look, which makes the shape super, super close to the original from 1989. If you guys didn't know, that is why the shape is super close, because it is coated with that polyurethane, man. I absolutely love it, in my opinion. This is just one of them shoes where no matter how many times these release, y'all, they still gonna go crazy. Like, and I absolutely love the military blues. The military blues, in my opinion, is definitely one of them Jordans that's it's definitely up there, y'all. It's a classic, it's an OG. And know me, I'm OG over everything. But I know most people had a gripe with the color blocking. Now, I will say that this is the closest color blocking that we are going to get to the originals from 1989, of course. Now, I do want to say that as far as the upper and whatnot, you know, I believe the 2006 pair kind of had like a more so creamish upper. The 2012s, those had more of a white upper, but the OGs have more of an off-white upper, which is what they gave us here. So yeah, I will say the colorway is super, super close to the originals, and I'm loving that, man. This colorway is definitely gonna do what it do every time the sneaker drops. And it was definitely time for these to drop, man. And I'm absolutely glad that Jordan Brand did their thing with these, keeping these super, super close to the OGs, and also bringing back a classic to celebrate the 35th anniversary of the Air Jordan 4, man. Like, I absolutely love these, y'all. These right here, yeah, if y'all know, and if y'all have been subscribed to the channel, you guys know that this was one of my favorite drops for the year of 2024 so far. Like, I'm gonna have to give it to the Air Jordan 4 Military Blues. Yeah, honestly, I was more excited for the Military Blues than I was for the Bread 4. But if you guys do own a pair of the Air Jordan 4 Military Blues, if you rock with them, if you like them, or if you just got them to use them as trade bait or whatever, man, let me know what you think of these down in the comment section below. Let me know where you rank these amongst the OG colorways in the Air Jordan 4s, man, because these are super nice. With that being said, you got your boy J-Jus. You got my thoughts and opinions and review on the Air Jordan 4 Military Blues, man. Yeah, this is just such a clean colorway, man. I absolutely love these. But if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like. For those of you who are new to the channel, if you want to see more sneaker reviews like this, if you're into sneakers and you want to stay updated on some of the hottest releases that still have yet to be dropping, then hit that big subscribe button. It's greatly appreciated. Until next time, I love and appreciate you guys. Reach for the stars, sky's the limit, and we out.